What is up, guys? Welcome to Legacy TCG. We are back with some Edison. Today we have Raul playing Gladiator Beasts and Eric is on his Valhalla Fairies. This week is a little bit special. It was sponsored by Gem Accessories. They gave us additional pricing for the top 3 players. So it brings out a crowd, and the more the merrier, I would say. So I'll have the link to their site in the description below. If you want to check them out, feel free to do so. So Eric's gonna set a card into Raul, and Raul's gonna find out what it is. Most likely a recruiter, maybe DD Warrior Lady, but it is a Nova Summoner. That's gonna let him fetch a fairy monster, maybe Shining Angel, Herald if he really wants to go into like a tuner. Yeah, not really sure. There's going to be a couple dead cards in Eric's deck, like Consecrated Light, just because there's no dark monsters in Gladiator Beasts except for Geyseris. So the Nova's going to search for Shining Angels. He's at 2 of 4 on the fairy count, and then the Murmillo is going to pop the Shining Angel. Herald Orange Light was not there to protect the monster. That could have added to Kristya quite nicely, but we didn't have it. This is a classic gameplay. It's summon Gladiator Beast, set for back row. Good luck to you, sir. And honestly, when I see that, I'm just like, dude, what is this? Cyber Dragon's gonna get Book of Moon. That's a new tech. I haven't seen him main deck the Cyber Dragon, but you know, that's like a meta call. If he's predicting a lot of Machinas, maybe he can get a cheeky Chimeric Tech Fortress Dragon. It's solid against, you know, Gladiator Beast and Blackwings as well. Just a 21 beat stick that's kind of annoying to deal with, honestly. Book of Moon is going to protect his Cyber Dragon. Book's one of those cards that, you know, skirts around Trap Stun. Obviously, since it's a quick play spell. We're going to memorize that defense. And we're going to set another back row too. So if I see that many back row, I'm assuming there's like a Starlight Road or Solemn Judgment behind there. Unless he wants to be like super brave and like mess with your mind and, you know, just play balls to the walls with no road. You know, sometimes Paul will do that. He'll set 4 and then there'll be no protection, and he kind of banks on you thinking that he has a way to protect those cards, so you don't even activate it in the first place. But I mean, if you can deal with Stardust, great. Can't, then it might be a big deal. 800 damage taken to, I think, Raul. I'm not sure what Cyber Dragon's defense is, but it's bigger than Murmillo. Maybe 1600. He's not going to be able to pop this monster because the Murmillo was the one that tagged. But we will bring out Alert Quarry. If Eric can find a Royal Decree, that'd be fantastic. And another back row to boot. Aquari's on fire, 2100 attack. Maybe we can just crash with a Cyber Dragon. Obviously not ideal, but it is something. A lot of things are going to be going in your mind. Is like, okay, there's possibility of a Boku, Chariot, Starlight Road, Bottomless, D-Prison, bunch of stuff. What is this? Maybe it's a bottomlessable monster. Hecatrice eats the bottomless for Eric. We're gonna swing in 2100. Obviously, if if Eric is able to slam down a Kristya, the Gladiator Beasts are gonna have an extremely hard time on dealing with that monster. The only ways around it is if she attacks in, or if there is like smashing ground, I would say. He's gonna shrink during the damage step. During damage calculation, you will drop honest. So shrink can only be activated during the damage step, and then Eric is the only person that may enter damage calculation per, turn player priority. So what's gonna happen is shrink's gonna go down 1050, and then during damage calculation, honest will be dropped, and it's gonna go to it's pretty much gonna take the attack of a quarry added to him, and he's gonna take 1050 overall. Yeah, so we take 1050 here. Pretty much you just take the monster with honest backed up, that monster's original attack, and then subtract it from your opponent's life points. That's pretty much what happens. Cyber Dragon's really good with honest backed up. Wow, that glare is pretty bad. I know what spot this is. Not the ideal location, but we will figure it out in due time. Looks like it's Archlord Kristya adding one of the fairies back to hand. All right, we've got our work we got our work cut out for us. This is gonna be a toughie. Smashing ground is gonna take down the Kristya though. She will hop back to the top of the deck. We just need to add one more fairy back in, and then looks like we're fresh out of Gladiator Beast as well. So, not ideal. He can special summon Kristya and just use the Valhalla as well. He's gonna pitch Hecatrice to just thin out the deck, drop the Kristya out natural. Solemn Judgment will answer this card. Has to use it because we need the special summons in order to even have a chance in this game. But taking 3075, it's kind of scary because Cyber Dragon is a 2-turn clock for Raoul. This is kind of what I was afraid of. Is as soon as Kristya slams onto the board and we don't have the answers for her, then our game life is gonna fall short. Yeah, just a normal summon monster plus Cyber Dragon is gonna seal the deal. Okay, I'd imagine it'd be a pretty good matchup for fairies. Yes, they have a lot of recruiters to for Gladiator Beast to take advantage of, but their biggest monster makes all of that pale in comparison. We're gonna go Dimensional Alchemist, reveal the top 4 cost. Dimensional Prison is an excellent answer for it. Yikes. Do we want to like use a Book of Moon, Herald of Purple on that? Seems like a lot of cards to add a purple back to the hand, but yeah, he's gonna Book of Moon it, put it face down, and pass. So he wants to at least add a card to his hand. And it doesn't look like Raoul has a ton of traps. There's a high concentration of monsters. We're gonna take 18 right here. Add the purple to hand. Yeah, this is the opposite of what Gladiator Beasts want. They don't want a lot of monsters. Maybe one to two monsters at most. Everything else just straight traps, and then we'll just reuse the same monsters over and over again. Yeah. 3D is gonna banish the Dimensional Alchemist. We're gonna summon Bestie. Do we keep him out here? Maybe we try to protect it? I don't know. I think he has Book of Moon +1 trap. Gonna set one and pass. Obviously in Edison we have to be careful of Heavy Storm. Setting 2 and losing both of those cards potentially to a Heavy Storm could just cost us the entire game. So he's gonna opt with a set Book of Moon. You know, the thought process is I can stop at least one normal summon, right, with this Book of Moon, but this Valhalla bypasses that. I'm gonna special the Nova Summoner, normal summon DD Warrior Lady, and now we're in a little bit of trouble. We can only stop one of these. He's gonna look for the best. He has to stop it. It's gonna put the DD Warrior face down, but thing is, we can still search for another DD Warrior Lady and get rid of the bestie for the rest of the game, and it's gonna be pretty detrimental as the Glad player. This doesn't cost a lot of life points, just 100 each tick. You can go Nova into Shining, Shining into DD Warrior Lady, and DD Warrior Lady will finish off the bestie. Take 100 here. Shining, another 100. And then just like that, we have the DD Warrior Lady, and we lose our piece. Yikes. That's unfortunate. When you lose your bestie, a lot of the power just gets sucked out of your deck, and it's not much you can do. It's pretty much you're dealing, like, the best you got is a 2100 monster, and going to her is going to take a large effort. This is pretty late into the rounds. I think this is round 4. Reedy is going to be summoned, and it's DD Warrior Lady. I think she has like 1600 defense, so we're going to do 400. Yeah, 400 to roll, I believe, or 300. 400. Yeah, I was right. Then we're going to attack with Reedy. Eric is debating on letting it just stand there, but it lets 2 monsters tag out, and we might as well just get rid of one. We're going to take 12 here. Set a card, set 2 cards, and pass. We feel a little bit safer since there's Valhalla on board. He does decide to heavy storm us. He's risking his own card, which honestly, like, he can just use the card at first and then maybe heavy storm after, so it's not that big of a deal. But Freed is a very interesting card. Removes 2 lights from the grave to pop a monster that has a greater attack than him, so it's gonna be able to nuke this Laquari. So if like the fairies have an over concentration of monsters in grave, the Freed's a really good fixer. Yeah. They use the effect, cost to banish the 2, torrential will be chained, and then it's gonna wipe the board. But the purple is there, he's gonna ditch 2, and down goes Laquari. Oh, Mirror Force is there, so both the power spells get used in that trade-off. Right, 16 with the quests. Eric's getting a little low, 3200 life points. Yeah. Quest into, can't get a quest. We can go Darius maybe. Greedy, we're gonna control the grave. Put him down back to 2 fairies and pass. Reedy's really good at controlling the grave, but he's pretty weak. Even his, oh my god. Here comes Kristya off Valhalla, and then the Grand Mole is gonna follow in tow. So we're gonna take I think 16 here, 16 plus 9, and then we're in a really bad spot. Just 2 cards left in hand. Not much else we can do. This Mole is gonna lock us out of the game, and Kristya is gonna keep on coming in. Boing, and then 28. We're on a 2-turn clock. Summon the Mole, pass, and that is GG. A swift 2-0 from Eric, and he goes to I believe the finals, undefeated round. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys like the videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button for me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.